Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I am your host, the Report of the Week. Well, a happy early midweek, I guess that's how we'll start this one off. It's Running on Empty Food Review, and we're at Popeyes. That's where I find myself at. And this is a viewer request, you can say. I was a little iffy on doing this at first, because my attitude of Popeyes is, granted, it's ambivalent. I have mixed feelings of it, where I still have some of that long-standing praise and acclaim for them, and also some newfound disdain as well. So I was a little iffy, and I was thinking, well, if enough people kind of want to see this one, then I'll do it. And sure enough, a lot of people did. They sent me emails. They said, "Review, brah. We're counting on you. My life depends on you right now. We need you to review those ghost pepper wings, man." So I procured a few ghost pepper wings from Popeyes. And in the precious Popeyes box lieth a number of ghost pepper wings. I'm curious with these. I actually am. Despite my mixed feelings of Popeyes, I'm curious about this one. The reason being is when they mention ghost pepper, let me just put this into perspective here. If you look back, I know a number of you have seen the review where I did the suicide wings from Planet Wings, and you saw I was in misery during that video. You saw it. I was just in pain. It was the hottest thing I ever ate. And in terms of the famous Scoville units that they use to measure heat and heat strength of foods and peppers, etc., that was 100,000 Scoville units. Put it into perspective. That's what 100,000 did to me. A ghost pepper is minimum 1 million Scoville units. And according to their marketing team, these are ghost pepper wings. So if I'm not convulsing, throwing up, possibly just outright passing out and dying after I eat these, I'm going to be disappointed. And otherwise, it's false advertising. Because if they're going to go ahead and say that it's ghost pepper wings that'll likely, at least alluding to 1 million Scoville units, I'm going to be terribly disappointed in this. So I better be throwing up with my face beet red after I eat these wings. Just getting that out right now. This is what it looks like. Comes in a little box, $4.99 deal. You can see it right there. There's the close-up shot of it. My head's out of the frame. You can see it good. Comes with your fries. The fries are kind of obscuring the wings themselves, so let's find a couple of these to show off. They're very heavily breaded chicken wings, as you can see. Very, very breaded. Look like they're very crispy and crunchy. And of course, there's no actual sauce on the wings themselves. Rather, it's kind of embedded inside that crispity crunch layer to it. But yeah, you can see it's looks just very, very crispy. It has a bit of an orange-red color to it. Comes with side of your choice. Of course, I got the classic fries, also a biscuit, and I guess in an effort to kind of cool the flames, it also comes with their world-famous Cajun barbecue ranch sauce, which I think they might have released that in the past, and I think that was actually pretty good. I don't know. So anyway, we know what's in it. There's not a lot to it, so didn't have to explain it too terribly. And, well, we know what's in it, you know what's in it, I know what's in it. There it is again. So you know I'm not lying to you. It's an actual crispity, crunchity wing. And I'm just going to eat it and let you know what it tastes like. So it's the ghost pepper wings from Popeyes going in. Let's set ourselves on fire. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Couldn't even bite the little orange thing that's hanging off there. It's my favorite part of the wings. Well, I think as you can see, I'm not throwing it back up yet. I'm not gonna be a seer and predict what'll happen 2 minutes from now. Maybe the spice will really kick in then, but so far, a little spicy. Now, I would put it on the mild to moderate level of spicy. But if you took their advertising literally, you saw the name and you saw ghost pepper, and you're actually thinking that they were going to put real ghost peppers in this, and you know, like an entire ghost pepper per wing, that is not the case whatsoever. Now, a lot of establishments do this. I know Taco Bell actually did this with an item back in 2015. They had their ghost pepper griller, which is actually a favorite menu item of mine. I wish they would bring that thing back, because I mean, that was amazing. And this is a similar thing to what they did. Allow me to explain. Where they're not lying if they say ghost pepper. They don't say how much of a ghost pepper is added per the batter or per the wing sauce. So likely what Popeyes did here, considering the exceedingly hot spice of a ghost pepper, they likely took not even 1/100th, probably 1,000th of a ghost pepper, put a tiny little bit in their vat of batter or sauce or dry rub seasoning. They're not lying to you. There's ghost pepper in it. They're not going to tell you that there's a 1/1000th of a ghost pepper in it, because that's just not appealable advertising. Rather, there's just a very, very small amount of ghost pepper in it, but they're not lying to you. They're ghost pepper wings. But just keep in mind that they're not going to be as spicy as you may envision them to be. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people were wondering. They see the name ghost pepper wings. They wonder, well, how hot are these wings going to be? They're not going to be as spicy. They're not. You could see I didn't even need any water or drink or any of that to cool the fires in my mouth. That should give an accurate representation of how hot they are. Forget the name ghost pepper. These are hot wings. They're hot wings. It's just average spiciness, and that's all that there is to it. They're a little spicy, but it's nothing crazy at all. There he goes. Can you see him? There he goes. He made it out. All right, flawless. That was a flawless exit. Now, you also might be wondering, well, how does the chicken itself taste? I understand that they're not exceedingly hot. Does the chicken taste good? And surprisingly enough, let's put our woes and worries about the level of spiciness aside. The chicken itself is actually pretty good, because I have had some bad experiences at Popeyes before when it comes to their chicken in the last year, where it's tough, it's waterlogged, it doesn't taste good at all. This chicken is actually pretty good. I like the quality of it, very flavorful, and even that spiciness, it actually gives it some good flavor, and you know, it's very crunchy. It's very crunchy on the outside, but it's juicy and tender on the inside, and that's kind of what I look for in wings. So in terms of wings themselves, these are actually good quality, much higher than I anticipated. As for the spice, a little bit of false advertising. It's not ghost pepper tier spice. Rather, it's just mild, spicy wings, and keep that in mind. Now, one final thing that I did want to try out, should you be interested, of course, is the Rajun Cajun barbecue ranch sauce. And I'm just going to try it out real quick. I'm going to dip a wing or two in there, and we'll see how that goes over. Again, you're not going to really need a sauce or anything to quell the flames, because it's not terribly hot to begin with. Yeah, but that's what it looks like there. Final wing. Here we go. I'm just going to dip a little bit in, and then we'll wrap things up. Might not look like a lot, but that's enough. I wouldn't really describe it as barbecue ranch. It just tastes more like your standard ranch sauce with a little bit of a kick to it, but I expect it to be more like ranch sauce than anything else. Now, all things considered, what am I going to be rating this meal out of 10? Well, it's $4.99. You get a number of wings. The wings are of good quality. They're not incredibly spicy, but the spice is there. The sauce accompaniment is free. It tastes okay. Therefore, out of 10, I'm going to be giving this a 7.2 out of 10. Could be a little more spicy considering how they're marketing it. But all in all, at least the product itself is still quality with that in mind. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and today's review is for the Ghost Pepper Wings from Popeyes. Until next time, see you, take care, and that is all.